Light Warriors. The Schumann Resonance has been booming this week. We had 3 days in a row with 3 major periods of activity. It's like Schumann Resonance Boom Week. So, how have you been feeling? Many people have been experiencing ascension symptoms this past week, and we could see all of this extra electromagnetic activity going on when we look at this Schumann Resonance readout for the last 3 days. So, if you're new to the Schumann Resonance, again, there is electromagnetic activity, and it occurs within the Earth's cavity, and that is formed between the surface of the Earth and the ionosphere, a layer in the atmosphere with electrically charged particles. And there's a vertical current flow between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere. So when we have certain Schumann resonance spikes, especially those that exceed power 40, those bursts that exceed power 40 on the Schumann resonance scale happen to affect human consciousness and can also cause ascension symptoms, and we could also see changes in the earth. We could see increased volcanism, and we could see increased earthquakes, or we could see changes in society, what has been going on around the world lately. And there's a direct correlation between Schumann resonance spikes and the expansion of human consciousness. So during this week, we had our first major blast, and throughout this period of activity, we had power 69, 50, and power 76. And that was the biggest one in this 3-day period. And then we had another blast that ranged from power 40 to power 62. And each time we gain these spikes, anytime it reaches over 40, you're going to see changes on the planet, and you could experience Schumann resonance symptoms. So again, we had a third blast this week. And again, these blasts that exceed power 40, they're going to then affect consciousness, they could affect the physical body, and they could affect our planet. And this is like boom week right here, 3 in a row. And we've been following the Schumann resonance lately, and we could see that there's more peaks and spikes as we're crescendoing up to a great change on our planet. Many people are already aware that the matrix has ended. The matrix reality, the fake world that we've all been living in, has already collapsed. And this is evidence that we are creating the new Earth, the 5D Earth. So, certain pieces of evidence or symptoms over the last week, many of you have been experiencing ascension symptoms. I've been experiencing them myself, Light Warriors. And some people have been experiencing changes in their sleep habits. Some people, they can't fall asleep, or some people are sleeping more than usual. And we feel the energy during different times. So as we could see, 3 blasts in linear time is fake because it goes according to vibration. Each one of these 3 blasts that we see here, 3 blasts in 3 days. So they're going to affect us, and it's going to shake us up quite a bit. But we're not all going to feel the symptom and the identical symptom at the same time. But the best way to go about when we learn this universe is based off of energy, frequency, and vibration. So Energy is the ability to cause change, and we can detect energy's presence by noticing the change. So many of you might have noticed in the past few days, maybe some changes in your body, some unexplained symptoms, and we could see changes all around the planet. So feeling this energy during different times, it might make a person not be able to sleep, or maybe this energy affected them at a different time of the day, and then they slept a little bit too much. So all of this electromagnetic activity that occurs in the cavity of the earth, and that cavity is formed from the earth's surface up into the ionosphere, and we're all living within this cavity, and all of this energy courses through our body. We see visible light, but visible light is only a fraction of the energy, which is part of the electromagnetic spectrum. And these energies, even though we can't see them with the naked eye, they still affect us, and they affect our body and consciousness and the planet itself. A lot of people might be experiencing symptoms in their stomach this past week. Raise your hand if that's you. I can't see you raising your hand though, but it's been happening to me as well, if this resonates with you. A lot of the times, this energy causes purging, clearing energies. Sometimes dense energies build up inside the body. Many of you, like me, are empaths or have empathic abilities. And because of what's going on all around the planet right now, these energies affect us. So a lot of people have fear and anxiety. So even if you don't have fear and anxiety yourself, you might be experiencing it from the collective. That's why we're all connected. Vibrational synchronization. So if a lot of people on the planet, and many people that are empaths, are in tune to what is going on to the planet collectively, they might be experiencing a buildup in their solar plexus region. We recently talked about clearing the chakras, the solar plexus chakra and the throat chakra. And I will include that link in the pinned comment. But when we're thinking in terms, again, of energy, the energetic fields, the energetic body, we are taking in these energies. They collect inside the body. So when we have these several bursts that we see here, they might shake it loose, shake this energy loose that's stored up inside of us. So we're purging and clearing from the stomach. And that's one of the portals where a lot of the fear and anxiety, it manifests in the stomach. If you're new to these concepts, some of you might say, oh, I felt it in my stomach. Well, these things are truthful. You're feeling energies that hit that specific point of the body. A lot of you that have been following our channel for a while, we talked about frequencies, and different frequencies can correlate to the different chakras or different regions in the body. And since everything is a frequency, the frequency of fear, the frequency of anxiety is going to affect that region specifically in your body. And that's why you get that nervous feeling in your stomach, butterflies in your stomach. So that energy will collect. And during these time periods, we could see maybe on our journey, we are removing, we're purging during this time period. And all of this is showing us scientific evidence of the Great Awakening. Human consciousness, the collective, is changing. They're becoming awakened, and they're not being held in a box of limiting beliefs anymore. Because, light warriors, we don't live in a world. We live in a band of frequencies. So the more people that break out of the matrix, the more people that break out of that shell of limiting beliefs, they break through, they see through the veil, and now all of a sudden energy begins to freely flow through the body. Nikola Tesla said that we are the receiver in this electric universe, and there's electricity all around us, and this is shown in the Schumann Resonance and through Tesla's technologies like the amplifying antenna. And he wanted to collect electricity from the ionosphere and give it to the people for free. So when we're unlearning and relearning about our reality, about our universe, we start to improve our everyday life, and we can have answers to these unexplained things. Many people are looking around the world and they don't understand why this great change is coming. Why is it happening? And then there are people that have been well aware of what's coming, what's going on. And that's because you are in tune to the frequencies that you consume. What you consume is not only food and drink, it's what you watch and what you listen to. And just like a radio antenna, you're going to tune into the frequencies. So it's a matter of what you are in tune with. Many people have awakened, so they're changing the channel, they're changing their frequency, and now they're able to see clearly. And that's the ascension energy of this year, 2020, to see clearly. And we're doing this together as a collective. And right in front of us, we see these different peaks, 3 in a row, 3 days in a row. Okay, what was normal years ago, we would rarely have a spike in the Schumann resonance. And now we're having them weekly, and right now we're having them daily. So this energy plays a role in our everyday life. And if we understand more about these spikes in the Schumann resonance, we're gaining an understanding of our bodies, we're gaining an understanding of what consciousness is, and gaining an understanding of what the collective is. That's me and you, right? We're all together, but there's been a lot of deception to separate people. And this has gone on for thousands of years. And they wanted to divide people in groups, duality, separate people, one or another. And we see this across the world. It's only one or the other. And they pump that through the television. The tell lies to your vision, where they program you. You watch a program, and they're telling you to your face that you're being programmed. So through free will, a person will choose to awaken and to disconnect from the television. We talked about managing this time period. It's very difficult for many people. Many people are on different journeys. And some people have not ventured outside of the mainstream television. Many of you have been watching YouTube and other sources for many years, and you were given this consciousness that benefited your everyday life. And we see it through our lens. But what about people that have never turned off the television and they've never seen anything else but what goes on the television? So during this time period, especially those that are new to this, it's very helpful to turn the television off and get into nature, because the planet as a whole is changing. Picture being in the ocean and there's a giant wave, right? We're just one small human body. That giant wave is going to take you places, so you kind of have to go with the wave. We have to go with this energy. So to manage both the physical symptoms, and many people are dealing with their mental health. This is mental health awareness. Very important right now. And if we make an attempt to get out in nature, be in nature, allow the negative ions to flow through, breathe in that prana, the natural air that's in nature, and disconnect from frequencies that no longer serve you. Could be the frequencies on the television. Could be the people from your everyday life that are no longer serving your greatest purpose. Because the last time I checked, Light Warriors, this is your life, not somebody else's. So this is the shift in human consciousness that we're going through. And the Schumann Resonance is showing us this. And a lot of times it could be the collective's focus of attention that causes these spikes. And we're getting the increase of people that are awakening all around the planet. Everyone is starting to see clearly. And you don't have to know the exact answers. All you need to do is question everything. Because questioning everything, Light Warrior, is your birthright. I know you like that one. But it's important to ask questions because we are going to the 5D Earth and you are becoming a sovereign being. You are in control of your reality. You are much more powerful than the television leads you to believe. And if you're listening to this transmission right now, the power lies inside of you. There's nothing else out there. Everything is inside. And when you tap into that power, you will improve your everyday life. So I hope this update on the Schumann Resonance is helpful for all of you. It's a good idea if people that you might know are unaware of the Schumann Resonance. Please share this video, as the Schumann Resonance, or the consciousness, people being aware of the Schumann Resonance, is on the rise, and which was not really known in the mainstream maybe a year ago or even earlier than that. Day by day, people are becoming more and more aware of the Schumann Resonance. So please share this video, hashtag Schumann Resonance, and share our channel, because this is guidance for all people to and through the event. And when we get on the other side, we're all going to be on the 5D Earth, a place for everyone. And many of you have awakened to this a long time ago, and we're all different. We're all different ages, races, religions, and genders. And in the Hopi prophecy, we are known as the legend of the Rainbow Warriors. So we're all different, but we all bring our unique abilities. And when we combine them together, just like the rainbow, we're going to bring forth the 5D Earth. So if you find this message interesting and you'd like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe? And if you do click subscribe, even if you are subscribed, click the bell next to subscribe so that you get all of the updates. It's important to click the bell next to subscribe so that you'll see everything. You won't see everything if you don't click that bell. Some people that have clicked the bell have started to see even some older videos that they never seen before. If you resonate with this message, take a look at the channel page and see a lot of the work that we've been doing. We've been on this journey for a long time now, and we're growing by the day. And together, we're bringing forth the 5D Earth. If you've had ascension symptoms that you'd like to share, because people are experiencing things that are unaware of the Schumann Resonance, they're unaware of ascension symptoms, and they might be scared. So if it calls you, leave your experiences in the comments and comment on each other's comment. We've had many great comments, as the community is very positive. It's a place for people that are becoming awake to the new science. And pretty soon, this whole world will be aware of the new authentic science. And it's going to be changing day by day. And people will be learning these concepts and unlearning and relearning so that we could have new technology released, new medicines released, and the whole new earth to experience. So I hope this was helpful for all of you. We'll be out on the front line again. I know you can't see me during these videos like this, but I like to differentiate, and I like to use this as a teaching tool. Sometimes people need to see the visual and not my ugly mug, right? So, but we'll be out on the front line again, utilizing that energy. Click like, share this link, use the hashtag Schumann Resonance. Have a great day, light warriors. Namaste.